Hey there, fabulous Swiss. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year 2025. Can you believe that? It's a fresh year, a fresh start, and of course, fresh sewing project. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for sticking with me through all the stitches, the team rips, and creative adventures last year. You are the heart of this channel. And to my new subscribers, welcome. You've just joined the most fun and functional sewing corner on YouTube. Buckle up because we're about to make some magic this year. Today, we're kicking off 2025 with a bang, or should I just say a zip, because we're making a zippered stationery case. This case is perfect for keeping your pens, your pencils, your markers, or even makeup organized. And the best part, no raw edges anywhere. This case is clean, is snug, and is ready to impress. Before we continue, let's dive into the supplies. So here is what you're going to need to create this beauty. First and foremost, you're going to need fabric for the main body, one piece for the exterior and one for the lining, each measuring 12 inches wide by 8.5 inches high. This is 30.5 centimeters by 21.5 centimeters for my metric rings. Next, you need a zipper that is 13 inches long. This is 33 centimeters for my metric rings. And don't forget the matching zipper hole. Trust me, mismatched zippers will haunt your dreams. Next, a good pair of scissors, not those kitchen ones. Place your fabric right. Next, you need a thread cutter. This is actually optional as you can use your pair of scissors in place of this. Next, we need a ruler as we need to be precise. Then we need our double-sided tape, which is the VIP of sewing. If you know, you know. A fabric marker to draw lines or marks. Some binding to cover the raw edges of your project. I'm using fold over elastic today, but bias binding, store-bought or self-made works. Some clips, and then let's get right into sewing. First things first, you're going to grab your lining piece, your exterior piece, and your zipper. You're going to be notching the centers of these three items. So for your lining piece and your exterior piece, you're going to be folding the longer edges in two. That means you're folding along the width and you're going to notch the top and the bottom in the center. Next, you're going to grab your lining piece and then you're going to lay it right side facing you. Then you're going to place your zipper on the lining piece, right side also facing you. That means the wrong side of the zipper against the right side of your lining piece. You can clip in place and you're going to take this to your sewing machine. So based at about 1/4 inch from the edge. Once this is done, you're going to grab your exterior fabric and you're going to lay it on top of the zipper, right sides together with the lining. Make sure you line up the notches so everything is perfectly centered. You're going to clip in place and take to your sewing machine to stitch at 3/8 of an inch from the edge. This is 1 centimeter on my metric rings. Once this is done, you're going to be flipping this panel to the right side so that the wrong sides of both lining and exterior are facing each other, and you're going to take this to your sewing machine and top stitch at about 1/8 of an inch from the seam. Now it's time to show the other side some love. You're going to take the other side of the lining piece, you lay it right side up, and then you're going to position the unsewn side of the zipper tape on top of this. Make sure it is well centered by matching the notches, and then you clip in place. Then you're going to be basting at about 1/4 of an inch from the edge, just like we did with the other side. You're going to grab the other exterior piece and place it on top of this whole setup, and they are going to clip in place, making sure the zipper is sandwiched between the exterior and the lining. Now that we're done, We're going to take out the zipper pull by just zipping it to the other side, and then you're going to set the zipper pull aside. Once the zipper pull is set aside, you can now open up the zipper, then turn this whole panel to the right side. Once you're done turning this panel to the right side, you're going to press it with your finger if you're using vinyl, cork, or leather. But if you're using fabric, you can just go ahead and press flat with a hot iron. Now you're going to top stitch the other side of the zipper at about 1/8 of an inch from the zip edge, just like we did with the other side. Once you're done top stitching, you're going to now turn the panel so that the lining is right side up, and what you're going to be doing now is to install the zipper pull. Once this is done, you're going to be folding the panel in half so that the zipper is up. Yeah, exactly. So just like you can see now, the zipper is up, and you're going to make sure the exterior sides are definitely right sides together. Then you're going to mark the notches on the sides that are opposite the zipper. So you're doing this because this is going to guide you for the next step. Once you're done notching, you're now going to match up the zipper ends with the notches that you just made. If you have excess zipper tape, this is the time for you to trim those off. So I've gone ahead to just trim my excess zipper tape. Now you're going to match the zipper end with the notches, and you clip them together. We're going to repeat this with the other side of this panel. Firstly, like we did with this, we're going to trim the zipper end, then you're going to match up the zipper end with the notch that you made earlier. Then you're going to clip together. After clipping in place, you're going to head to your sewing machine. You're going to be stitching this at 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Once this is done, you're going to grab your binding of choice, because we're not inviting raw edges to this party, so we're going to grab your binding of choice, and you're going to enclose the raw edges with this binding. But here's a little trick. I usually like to apply double-sided tape to both sides of my seam. Then I now use that to keep the binding in place, and also from not shifting while I stitch the binding to the raw edges. So go ahead and sew that binding in place, and you're almost done actually. Now you're going to open up the side seams and align them with the top and the bottom center folds. So this is what I'm trying to do right now. You're going to clip it all together, and then you're going to grab your fabric marker. So like I said, first open up the side seams and make sure you align this side seam. You know you've already bound the raw edges, so you're going to align this bound raw edge with the bottom and the top center folds. So once you're done clipping, you're going to grab your fabric marker and you're going to draw a line from that angled edge. So the line that you're going to be drawing is going to be at 1 inch from the angled edge. 1 inch is 2.5 centimeters for my metric friends. You're going to be drawing 1 inch from this angled edge. This line that you're drawing will be your sewing guide. You repeat with the other other angles. Then you're going to take this, you're going to stitch across this line, and you're going to repeat for all the other three angles. So what you just did now is just box the corners. This step just gives your pouch depth, so it's not just a sad flat pouch. Once you're done, remember to bind those raw edges like we did earlier with the flat edges. Then turn your pouch right side out. And just like that, our zippered stationery case is all done. Look at this beauty. Fully lined, no raw edges, and totally ready to hold all your treasures. How cool is that? Honestly, I think I could make this all day. What about you? Let me know in the comments what fabric you'll be using for yours, or who you're going to be making yours for. Remember, sharing is caring. But before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for being here. Whether you're a loyal subscriber or new to the channel, your support means the world to me. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on any of my weekly sewing adventures. This year I've got so many fun, functional, and creative projects planned, and trust me, you want to be a part of it all. If you love sewing, especially creating things that are both beautiful and useful, this is the place for you. Every week, I'll be bringing you step-by-step tutorials, helpful tips, and ideas to make your sewing life easier and your projects even better. Plus, we're building an amazing community of sewers who inspire and support each other. So stay tuned, because next week I'll be back with another exciting project you won't want to miss. Thank you so much for sewing along with me today. Have a fabulous start to your 2025, and I'll see you again next week. Until then, happy sewing, and may all your stitches be straight. Amen.